Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be looking at the Drake delay stochastic. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. And as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down below in the description, and you should also see it pop up in the top corner right now. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Discord is a free group communication platform where we are having great discussions about all things to do with trading. Lastly, I get people who ask me if I can send them a list of all the winning indicators that we have discovered. If you are interested in receiving a list of all the indicators that we have tested, including the ones that we have discovered, but you are not interested in going back and watching all the videos from the beginning and all the way through to date, then what you can do is you can sign up for our Patreon. If you sign up for the $9 a month Patreon, then I will send you a list of all the indicators that we have tested to date. I also send out a updated list every week of all the indicators that we have tested up to that point. And if you are just interested in supporting the channel, there is a lower tier Patreon at about $3 a month that you can sign up for as well. So look for the Patreon link down below in the description to sign up for either of those. Alright, as I said, today we will be looking at the Drake delay stochastic indicator. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So, to date, we have tested 218 indicators, and out of those 218 indicators, 84 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now, you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you could take any one of those 84 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. All right. So today's indicator is the Drake delay stochastic. We are actually testing this one for the second time. When we tested it last time, we basically took any signal that gave us a red or green background. So if I go in here, nope, that's the plot. Let's see, go to background. Here, I think we had it on 45, if I'm not mistaken. And 45. And so what we looked for was anytime the background went green, we would go long. Anytime it went red, we would go short. That basically is a sign of when the stochastic line crosses over the signal line, the black line. And during that, I had expressed that we might test it another way, and that is with these overbought and oversold lines. So let me change these real fast here, just so that way they're a little bit easier to see. Let's do that and change them to a standard line like that. Alright, so now you can see these two purple lines here. One is an overbought bought and one isn't oversold. And so you can think of it like the RSI. And so what we are waiting for is we are going to wait for the stochastic line, and it doesn't have to be both lines, just the stochastic line. So there will be sometimes that it gets really close. It will go, sometimes the stochastic line will go either overbought or oversold, and maybe the black line will just barely graze it or not quite break through. But we are looking for the stochastic line that is green and red. We're looking for that to break either above the top line here or below the bottom line. And then at that point, we are waiting for a signal, either red or green, to go long or short. And so a few viewers had expressed that they were interested in testing it that way, and so that's how we're going to do it. I went ahead and threw a Fibonacci level up here on screen. You can see it from this point to this point, and then I just threw these orange lines in place there at each level of the Fibonacci, kind of giving us a support and resistance type grid going on there. I don't know if I can call it a grid. I don't know if a grid has to be vertical and horizontal lines. Not sure. I'll have to look that up. So if I'm using that term incorrectly, I apologize. And so that's about it. That's how we're going to test it. Let's go ahead and get on with it. I'm going to try to start making the videos a little bit shorter. Hopefully that will possibly appease the YouTube gods and make them a little bit happier and giving my video some visibility. Let's see here. So we are in, if we look down here at the indicator, you can see that it is, the stochastic line has broke up above the upper purple line. And so now what we are looking for is we are looking for a red signal, a red background to appear. And there it is right there. And so that is our first signal to go short, and it got us to take profit rather nicely. And then over here we get, this is one of those instances. I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the bar speed as well. So this is one of those instances where the stochastic line came down, it broke below the purple lower line, and then the signal line did not make it all the way down, which is fine. We're only looking for the stochastic to make it down there. And then we pick up a long signal right there. Looks like we get to take profit. Yep. Get to take profit on that as well. Whoa, that thing goes really super fast. We have to. All right, so we're up in the upper territory. We get a signal to go short right there, and unfortunately, you can see that pretty immediately we get a reversal here, which goes up over the 90 pips, which would have stopped us out. Now we're down in the lower territory now. We get a signal right here to go long. And once again, unfortunately, almost immediately, we get a bar that drives down red, and we get a gap down, all of which would have stopped us out in that particular trade. Then we get a graze of the upper band, a break of the upper band right here, just barely, but a break nonetheless. And then we get a signal to go short right there. We're now in lower territory again, and signal to go long. That one would have gotten us to take profits. Yep, about 125 pips. We were only looking for 60. We get a break of the upper band right there for just a moment, and then a signal to go short. Looks like we are still within our stop parameter. We haven't quite. Let's go ahead and play this out a little bit more. let's see, we are short, so we are looking for, yep, looks like we eventually get there. It takes us a minute, but we eventually get there. Actually, I take that back. Hold on, let's look at this, because we would have actually, yep, so we would have actually stopped out right here on this next signal to go long, right there. And so we would have gotten stopped out at this one. It would have been a very small loss, but a losing trade all the same. So let's see what happens here. So we get almost immediate pullback right there. Unfortunately, again, that would have stopped us out. And then we get a short signal right there. That one would have gotten us to take profit with this really long wick to the downside right here. Moving on, right here, we never got into the overbought or oversold zone, so we would ignore that one. Here we did finally get into the oversold area, and then we pick up a signal to go long right there, but we continue down only about 60 pips, so we would have stayed within the stop parameter, and then it would have taken off in our favor, getting us to a winning trade. Now we're up above the overbought area, the overbought area right here, and then we hit a sell signal right there, which was about perfectly at the top of that move before it started to move down. And that would have gotten us to take profit. We're now on the low side. Once again, a signal to go long right there. This would have went from 1 week to another right there. You can see that there was a slight gap from 1 week to the other. And so it did get us to say 60 pips though before the new week set in and started driving it down. You'll see that quite often is that, I mean, it's not often enough to really be able to trade by it, but what you'll see is that the start of a new week often will create a new trend, sometimes long term, sometimes short term, but yeah, you'll see that. So it was moving up nicely here, and then almost immediately the next week it was driven back down really hard. And so we get a short signal right here. I don't think we've gotten stopped out. Nope, 60 pips there, and we did get to take profit. It was barely, but we did. See a long signal right here. That one does not appear as though it hit 60 pips. That was really close. We'll go ahead and in all fairness, let's see where are we at here. So this was the close of this one was 04, well, it was 1.0453. So we'll call it 0453. Let's see, 0453, and we are looking for a 50 pip gain there, so it would put us at 05. Let's see, high, nope, didn't quite make it. It was close, but not quite. We did not pick up a signal on this one because it never broke up above the upper line there, and that will put us at the end of the year right there. So let's count these out and see what we get out of them. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So we have 14 signals, 14 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have just barely getting us over the 60% criteria. I think that was the same way with the last one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so the last time that we tested it, it was right at the 60% as well. And so we really didn't gain much at all or lose much. And so once again, it will stay on the winning list, and we'll move on to the next indicator from here. If you have not already, like this video, share this video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Also turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. So that way you know what indicators we have tested and are testing. Also, there is a link down below to join our Discord server, which is a free group communication platform where we discuss all things trading related. There is also a link down below to TradingView, and if you use that link to TradingView to sign up for an account, you will save a little bit of money. And lastly, there is a link down below to sign up for Patreon. Please sign up for the Patreon and support the channel the best way you can.